and Suns were clashing on the court on Tuesday night, and it would be Golden State's bench that would take all the shine in this one. Steph Curry and the Warriors hosting the Suns. Just over a minute left in the second quarter. Buddy Hield drives along the baseline, gets it to Curry, who does that. It's just automatic. Anytime he's beyond the arc, just count it as a three. Curry, again, working off the screen. 5 made threes last night. Warriors lead 68-49. So let's take it to the third quarter. Curry driving to the basket, gets the floater to fall right off of the glass. Warriors up 84-61.
He's laughing.
Yeah, he's like, this is easy work. Devin Booker trying to get something to go. Hits the fadeaway jumper. Booker would finish with a game-high 38 points in this one. Early fourth quarter, Warriors still leading. Curry going to work, gets inside, lays it in. Curry would lead the team with 28 points, just over 8 minutes left in the fourth. Moody knocks down the three. Warriors still leading in this one. 2 minutes left in regulation. Draymond Green finds Moody inside, lays it in. Moody would finish with 24 points off of the bench. 63 points from the bench for the Warriors bench in this one. They win at 118-107.
Pelicans winless, hosting the Hornets on Tuesday. No Zion Williamson, by the way, as well. Pelicans down 19-10. Carlo Matkovic, after getting the rock knocked loose, gets it back, drives baseline, and throws down on Sion James. Pelicans cut the lead to 6. Later in the first, it's Matkovic again, taking the elevator up to catch the lob from Jose Alvarado. 2 posters in the first quarter. That's a nice day at the office. Let's go straight to the fourth quarter now. Pelicans trailing by 7. Alvarado hits the 3, pulls the Pels within 4. Again, a winless operation coming into this game. Look at the pocket pass from Alvarado to the rookie Derek Queen, who lays it in. 20 seconds left. Pels trail by 2. Alvarado, step back, Bobby Jack knocks down the triple to give the Pelicans a 1-point lead. But there's still time on the clock. Hornets have a chance. They just got to inbound the ball, which seems like it's
sounds easy.
Something an NBA team should be able to do. The Hornets could not here, though. Derek Queen gets the steal. Pelicans stage a late comeback. 116-112, their first victory of the season.
First, let's dive into the main course over in the association. Sixers taking on the Bulls. Are the Bulls good? I guess they're good right now. Tyrese Maxey celebrating his 25th birthday halfway through the first quarter. Maxey wide open on the wing, knocks down the 3. Sixers up by 11. Maxey again from deep. It's good. Maxey feeling it early as the Sixers go up by 13. Under 10 minutes in the second quarter. Maxey, top of the key, gets a 3 plus the foul. 22 points in the first pass for him. Fourth quarter, Josh Giddey drives the basket, kicks it out to Jalen Smith for the 3. Bulls are like, yeah, we can shoot the 3 too. We can do it. Triple doubles for Giddey in back-to-back games. Giddey going downhill, gets the floater to fall, and Bulls fans are going nuts. 10 seconds left in the game. Giddey attacks the paint, hits Nikola Vucevic in the corner, knocks down the 3. Vucci made. That's what they call him out there. Bulls trail by as many as 24. First lead of the night with 3.2 seconds remaining in the game. Last chance for the Sixers. Grimes, top of the key, wide open, misses the 3. Bulls get the stop and rally back to win this one, 113-111. Giddey with 29 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists. Josh Giddey made some serious history last night. Giddey joined Michael Jordan as the only player in Bulls history with consecutive triple-doubles. Jordan did it back in 1989 on separate streaks that spanned 3 games and 7 games each.
Look at that graphic. Giddey and Jordan. The Thunder confirmed good. We already knew that. They're the defending champs. They haven't lost yet this year. In LA, taking on Jimmy Harden and the Clippers. And Harden, the beard, had it going early. That driving runner put the Clippers up by 10. Then Derek Jones Jr., follow your shot, kids. Fundamentals. Misses the 3, but gets the rebound and finds Harden for a triple, who had 15-plus in the first quarter, 66th time he's done that in his career. In the third quarter, the comeback is on for SGA and the Thunder. Driving and hitting, stepping back and knocking down. All of a sudden, the Thunder are up by 4. Under 2 to go. In the third, OKC up by 3. SGA drives and lays it in. He had 18 points in the third quarter. In the fourth, the Thunder putting it away. Chet Holmgren, pretty little baseline spinner. OKC up 15. Then under 10 to go, Isaiah Hartenstein finds Holmgren on the lob. 30 points for SGA, 12 assists. Thunder win by 19. They're now 8-0 on the year. Thunder are the 8th defending champ in NBA history to win their first 8 games of the following season. The first to do so, I should say, since the 15-16 Warriors, who won an NBA record 24 straight to start that year. It's pretty good. 6 of the previous 7 teams.
Yeah,
I know.
We
got to keep workshopping. We got to keep workshopping. But I'm so happy you talked about things that don't show up on the box score. Those 6 rebounds, they were all defensive. But there were so many plays that Quinten Post was poking things out, right? Keeping the ball active, keeping the possessions open. And that's exactly what you want from your bench players, is just to keep possessions going for the Warriors. I loved how frustrated some of the bigs were, especially in the first quarter. Nick Richards was shut down, essentially. Even, Mark Williams, yes, got his double-double, but he had to go through some people, particularly Quinten Post. So it was fun to see Quinten Post kind of hold down the perimeter.
All right, so
the paint, excuse me.
The paint, one thing I noticed in this game is Quinten Post getting out there, switching, or not even switching, he was hedging.
Corralling.
And he was corralling the ball. I really love the fact that he's being more active on the defensive end. This is the ways that you're going to get more minutes on the floor. If they put him on the floor to be got to stretch, to space the game, let the Warriors play freer. Jonathan Kuminga and Jimmy Butler, they can play more free when you have a guy that can shoot at the 5 spot. But if he can come out there defensively and get out there on the perimeter and get out there and really run back to protect the bigs from getting open layups, these are ways that he can get more minutes in the game and ways that he can help the Warriors win more games.
He's going to start some games, especially when teams are bigger. We'll see what happens tomorrow in Sacramento, but you got to think that Friday night against Denver, he may get to start against Nikola Jokic, so he gets a season high, 27 minutes and 10 seconds, a season high in points scored as well with 14. All right, Stephen Curry. We discussed Stephen Curry in the week to forget when he only shot 32% as the Warriors went 2-2, including that Midwest trip in which they were 0-2. Not the most efficient night for the chef, 9-23. We're not accustomed to seeing that around these parts. 5-12 for the three-point line after starting 4 of 6 from 3 in the first half. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Teams are still very weary of Stephen Curry when he runs around screens, off the ball. They're picking him up 94 feet. But he did have a team-high 28 points, Zena. But the efficiency, we want to see the 50% again. He's a 50-40-90 guy.
Yeah, he's just under 40%. He was over 40% from the three-point line, and I think that was the kind of the thread line for concern, right? Quote unquote concern for Stephen Curry. But again, in a game like tonight where you needed him to step up, especially in that crunch time, as it felt like the Warriors were unraveling that huge lead that they built, he was supposed to. I still saw some forced passes, some shots that went up that might not have been needed towards the end of the game. But again, you want Stephen Curry dropping 28. It's like Festa said in the pregame. That stat line is what other guys dream of, right? They want that.
That's a slow week for Steph.
That's a slow week. He's got 28 points. But yeah, I think for him right now, of course, you would want better efficiency. But for him, getting the dub, being able to produce, that's good. I
mean, better efficiency for Steph in the first half. Second half, kind of forced some shots. It's a clunky game when you get an early lead, because now you're playing with a little bit more comfort, taking some shots that you normally wouldn't take if the game is tight. But I love how aggressive Steph got. Even when the game got tight again, when he got close, he started taking it to the rim, got fouled a few times, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Isn't there a bet that Jimmy Butler is supposed to make more free throws to shoot a higher percentage than Steph?
We can't count this one, though. We can't count this one. He had to go out with the back tightness.
Jimmy didn't get to the free throw line today either. Only took 5 shots in that first half as Steph went 5 for 5. But I love the turnovers. Only 2 turnovers tonight by the chef.
No, that's really important. One. That's important for the Warriors. I thought they responded very well. The past few games have turned the ball over really badly. So responding, coming back, the bench came back, they responded, and Steph came out and responded. So I want the Warriors to build on this. This is a good home win, and hopefully the confidence is also built as well.
I'm really happy you brought up the drives as well. It was cool.
Here at the Gatehouse at Thrive City, Warrior fans are fired up. They saw a victory as the Warriors improved to 4-0 inside this building behind me. And to describe this game, I'm always searching for a word or a theme, Fezzi. But this is why we have the pride of Yale. It's time to go into Zena's dictionary for the word of the day.
What are we going to learn today?
Oh, I'm always learning something from Zena.
It's a word we know, but I think it works for today. To strengthen, secure, to give physical strength, courage, or endurance, to fortify.
What are we fortifying?
And there's another aspect of fortification that is important, that you're particularly giving strength when something is under attack, when there is something pressured, and that's what I saw the Warriors be, particularly in that second half. And who was there to kind of help bring this along. Moses Moody, Quinten Post, but we haven't even talked about TJD to the level we should have. Pat Spencer holding it down as well. Buddy Hield as well. I mean, let's go into TJD. We were talking about protecting the rim, protecting the paint. We saw TJD do so many things, from defense to offense, running the floor, being able to make the right slips and great rolls, playing above the rim. Big man, that's what I love to see. And Trayce Jackson-Davis was made for this matchup, being a younger big that can play above the rim, that can read those slips so well, and is a really underrated passer. He was doing so well of just, look at that. I mean, guys, I didn't even know that clip was coming up.
Warriors Nation, lock in. Because today's story isn't just about basketball. It's about loyalty, it's about legacy, it's about the bond between player and coach that shaped a dynasty and refuses to fade, no matter how loud the outside noise gets. For over a decade, the Golden State Warriors have been the heartbeat of the NBA. They've redefined the game, they've inspired a generation, and they have done it under one voice, one vision, one leader, Steve Kerr. And today, Draymond Green made it absolutely clear he intends to finish this journey with the same man who helped build it. In a conversation with Sam Amick, Draymond was real. Not rehearsed, not polished, real. He said what every person who has ever loved this team has felt deep down, and I'm going to read this with the weight it deserves. I struggle with change. I hate change. I am very much the type of person where if this is how we built it, then this is how I want to finish it. I don't sit and worry about the future because I don't see Steve going anywhere. Those words carry history. They carry triumph and heartbreak. They carry rings, parades, locker room fights, suspensions, wins we'll never forget, and losses that still sting. They carry brotherhood. To understand the gravity of what Draymond said, you have to step back and look at the big picture. We're talking about a group of men who walked into the league as challengers, who shocked the world in 2015, who stood toe-to-toe with LeBron James, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and Damian Lillard. And every time they looked across the court, they stood together. Same voices, same system, same belief. Steve Kerr wasn't just a coach. He was the architect of joy basketball, movement basketball, brotherhood basketball. Draymond Green became Draymond because Steve Kerr allowed him to be emotional, flawed, brilliant, chaotic, relentless, strategic, loud, and fearless. No other coach on earth would have seen what Draymond Green truly was. Not just a defender, not just a role player, but the heartbeat of a dynasty. Steph Curry has said multiple times he never wants to play for another coach. Klay Thompson has said Kerr understands players better than any coach he's ever had. Andre Iguodala has said Kerr knows how to pull a locker room back from the edge when no one else can. And now, Draymond puts a stamp on it. This is family. This is the circle, and it will not be broken. But the most important line from Draymond wasn't about Kerr. It was about the mission. I don't think we're done. I think we still have a lot left to give. Those aren't the words of a man who feels the dynasty is over. Those are the words of a man ready to fight. And let's talk about this team right now. Look at what's happening on the court. This isn't a washed-up group chasing one last payout. This is a team fighting, adjusting, reinventing. Draymond's defense is still elite, but his role has evolved. He is playmaking, quarterbacking, orchestrating. His reads are sharper. His communication is clearer. His shooting has improved. And he is doing it while still impacting the game without needing to score. 8 assists, 6 rebounds, pressure defense, emotional ignition. That's Draymond Green basketball. Stephen Curry, Even when he has quiet nights statistically, his gravity controls every second of every possession. There is not another player in the league whose mere presence bends an entire defense into panic. Curry is on the court and 10 eyes lock onto him. That is superstar impact beyond numbers. Jimmy Butler has adapted too. He is not trying to replicate Miami Jimmy. He is playing Warriors basketball. Controlled pace, selective aggression, championship presence. And when he says the young players need guidance, he means it, and he is giving it. Jonathan Kuminga is no longer playing like a prospect. He is playing like a man ready to own responsibility. His decision-making, his patience, his two-way discipline. This is not the same JK from 2 years ago. He is becoming the type of player that helps a team win playoff series. Moses Moody is becoming the steady wing presence this team has desperately needed. Efficient shooting, disciplined defense, unshakable poise. Brandon Podziemski is the connector. Quick reads, active hands, fearless playmaking, rhythm and tempo. Quinten Post and Al Horford are size, IQ, and spacing. Gary Payton II is defensive chaos wrapped in intensity. And when DeAnthony Melton returns, this defense jumps another level. People can talk about age all they want, but let's be clear. Age is only a weakness if you stop evolving, and this team is evolving. But now, let's address the elephant in the room, the conversation that will only get louder as the season goes on. Is Steve Kerr's time nearing its end? Draymond made one thing clear. The players control that answer. It's motivating for us because we have a say in it. If we play the right way, all of that takes care of itself. This is not a rebuild era. This is a moment of accountability. If the Warriors show they can still win at the highest level, Kerr stays. If the Warriors collapse, the organization will have to face tough decisions. Draymond knows it. Steph knows it. Kerr knows it. The front office knows it. The league knows it. Which means this season is not just another year. This is a defining chapter. Every possession matters. Every rotation matters. Every defensive switch matters. The difference between the dynasty is done and the dynasty still breathes is not talent. It is focus. It is hunger. It is sacrifice. It is the willingness to adapt again and again and again. And that is exactly why this story ends not in decline, not in farewell, but in defiance. Because every time the world said the Warriors were finished, in 2015 they said Steph was too small. In 2017 they said the league was too strong. In 2022 they said the dynasty was dead. And every single time they answered. Not with talk, with banners. So I'll say this clearly. Do not count out the Golden State Warriors. Not when Steph Curry is still smiling with fire behind his eyes. Not when Draymond Green is still directing traffic like a field general. Not when Jimmy Butler is still playing like every possession is his last. And not when Kuminga, Moody, and Podziemski are hungry enough to take the torch. This team is not fading. They are restructuring. They are refocusing. They are preparing. And Kerr is not leaving unless this group decides the fight is over. And they haven't. Warriors Nation, if you believe in this team, if you still feel the heartbeat of this dynasty, if you know that the championship DNA in this locker room is real and alive, then sound off. Tell me in the comments. Do you want to see Curry, Draymond, Clay, and Kerr finish this thing together? Drop your thoughts below. Like the video to push it to more Warriors fans. Subscribe to Warriors Nation News for daily passion, breakdowns, and reactions. We are not done. We are far from done. This is Golden State, and the story continues.